In those instances where the team that you're on or an organization in which you work is wrestling with how to experience dramatic, sweeping change, I suggest you think not in terms of incrementalism so much as transformation. For example, a particular way to do this is to contrast 10% growth, let's say, year after year, with 10x change at a factor of 10. This frees our minds to think a lot more aggressively, ambitiously about change. When we think about change, often we're asking ourselves, how do we continually improve? How do we improve incrementally? A little bit here, a little bit there, and see the run chart move high and to the right. But when you ask a team or a group, what would be required for us to experience 10x change? It liberates the mind. We are forced to really reevaluate what it is that we do. It can't be step change. It's got to be transformational change. So 10x versus 10% is a great way to do that. Transformational versus incremental. A second way to think about it that often facilitates a growth mindset is to remind people the two principles of 1 degree. So take H2O. Let's assume in the middle it's a liquid. And then ultimately it can alter its state to a gas or southward to a solid. When you think about 10x change, transformational change, that's the equivalent of, at Celsius, moving from 99 to 100 at the boiling point, or at 1 to 0 at the freezing point, or 211 to 212 Fahrenheit, or 33 to 32 Fahrenheit. But a lot of organizations or teams, I find, they fiddle around in the middle, between 1 and 99, between 33 and 211. And what's happening in that range? Little to nothing, and certainly not a transformation of one's state. So don't exhaust people by fiddling around with the knob that doesn't transform the state. Think instead, what are the pressure points, the flywheels, the force multipliers, those degrees where if I can flip it just here, we can become vaporous, or the gas, or here, and we can drive across it. We could build upon it. It's a solid, as opposed to what is exhausting in the center and does not transform.